Thank you guys for being here. Tough weekend for us. We knew that it was going to be extremely difficult with Kansas State, Clemson, and Nebraska Omaha. Nebraska Omaha, they've got the 6'3" outside. She's sophomore right now. Just could do no wrong. She passed incredibly. She played really remarkable defense for being such a long levered person. But her attacking was it was unstoppable for us. We came out firing right from the very get-go, and then somehow we just lost steam. We decided to make a little bit of a change based on some of the kind of nagging injuries that we've been having that kind of slowed some performance down with a few of our players. So we made some changes. Just didn't go our way. We just lost some steam. Came back the very next day playing Clemson. That match, we were incredibly proud of our team. It went to the wire on every single set. We were scoring. We were above them the whole entire match. And then right when we got around 20 points, for some reason we got stuck in a very specific rotation, which we're going to be working on here in a few hours for the whole entire practice today. But we got stuck, and they got on a 5-point lead, and it was just hard to get that momentum back for us. So just kind of had to allow the other team to make the mistake instead of us continue to make the mistakes. But it was a good game for us. We played well. Really proud of Maddie Bowles. She's our lefty right side from up in the Springfield, Missouri area. But she had 19 kills in those 3 sets, 0 errors, just off of a handful of swings as well. Really proud of her for that game. We wish we could have strung that along the first game, and also the same with our other match. She was just on fire that game, and it was very difficult to stop, so we were really proud of her. But moving forward to the Kansas State match, we felt like if there's going to be a team for us to compete extremely well against, we thought that the Kansas State team would be it. They seem to be a little bit more high air than some of the other teams that we played against, but we came out guns a-blazing on the very first set once again, and it got really tight towards the end and let a few points kind of sneak up on us again. I tweeted about this yesterday or a couple days ago on the bus ride home, but you don't see this play very often. It's we call this a libero setter dump type. It's when the libero, who typically does not take the ball with their hands at all, but she goes over on the second contact. So I remember seeing Emily Doss doing this back when she was 14 and 15 years old. You just don't see that, and so it's like, hey, let's pull this back out of the toolbox that you used to do. She's like, all right. And so it was 23-22, and in order for us to move up, she got a libero dump. They ended up overpassing the ball out of bounds, and our whole entire team just went ham. Like you can see us, we went absolutely ballistic, and then we ended up getting that next point as well to take it. Set 2 and set 3 also very competitive, and then set 4 we just ran out of steam again. They just could do no wrong, and we just made the mistakes way harder on ourselves. So kind of moved forward to the locker room. The locker room talk afterwards was not, we were just disappointed because these are the teams that we want to play, and we know that we can compete against based on the product that we put out on the court every single practice and every single game. So it's disappointing that we let these games slip by. We expect better from us. So I can promise you against Ole Miss. Love McRoberts. McRoberts and I had a 30-minute conversation on the bus. I told him he's not allowed to bring any of his merch to our to the fair center, because he's excited to be back. So I told him that no one's showing up for him. It's just UCA, so he gets it. And I expect a lot of trash talk here within the next few days. So if you happen to have his number, I'll be more than happy to send it to you. Any gifts, GIFs, whatever you call it, to him, just let him have it, please. So, but it's going to be fun. We're excited to play Ole Miss. They just had a really solid weekend for them down in Tulane. They went 3-0 over the weekend. Also some very hard-fought battles with the teams there. And then prior to that, they had an 0-3 weekend just like we did. So looking forward to having them. Then we've got ORU, and then we will be at Little Rock during the football game. So I hope we can start an hour after the football game, get done with that, and be back in time for the fourth quarter. That's our plan. Get in, get out with that W, and we'll make it happen. So I encourage you guys to come out. Emily Doss did win the all-tournament team this weekend. She's a very, very fun, exciting person to watch. She just goes for it. You don't really see this type of, she's just laying out for everything. She's probably going to have a lot of bodily dysfunction later on in life because of how hard she goes for it. She lands on the court, and you can just hear the air coming out of her. She just, it's pretty remarkable. She's got a little bit of a tweaked back right now, but she'll be fine in time for a game. It's kind of normal for her. But anyways, any questions? All right. Thank you guys so much. Go Bears.